When you first unbox a new device, the battery feels like a bottomless well of energy. It easily powers through a full day of use, maintaining a predictable, steady stream of power from sunrise to midnight. But after a year or two, that reliability vanishes. You might see your phone shut down while the indicator still shows 30%, or notice your electric vehicle's range dropping much faster than the odometer suggests. To most users, this feels like a sudden glitch, a random hardware defect that decided to surface just as the warranty expired. Every battery operates as a dynamic chemical system. Storing and releasing energy requires a constant, reversible reshuffling of molecules that must remain balanced to function. While it looks like a sudden failure, we are actually seeing the outcome of a long sequence of microscopic changes occurring deep inside the casing. Inside the cell, lithium ions shuttle back and forth between electrodes during every cycle. But when temperatures rise, this chemistry moves too fast. The electrolyte decomposes, forming a jagged SEI crust that thickens, physically snagging passing ions and locking them away. Every ion trapped in that crust is a permanent loss. With fewer ions available to carry a charge, the battery's total capacity begins to shrink. These reactions don't even require you to use the device. Through calendar aging, this chemical decay continues at a slow crawl, even when your laptop or phone is sitting idle in a drawer. Heat and time gradually consume the very chemical inventory the battery needs to hold its charge. Beyond the chemical breakdown, there is a literal physical cost to moving energy. As ions enter and leave, internal materials physically swell and contract, pushing a battery to the absolute edge. Charging it to a full 100% or draining it to zero forces these internal structures to reach their maximum physical limits. Under repeated mechanical strain, active materials fracture, a process known as particle cracking. These cracks expose fresh material to the electrolyte fluid. New crusts grow inside the fissures, acting like wedges that force cracks wider, isolating sections until they can no longer store energy. Extreme charging habits force these internal structures to expand and contract so violently that they eventually tear themselves apart from the inside. If this chemical and mechanical wear is happening slowly with every single charge, why does the battery's performance seem to plummet all at once? We can see the answer in this capacity curve. The decline is linear until it hits a threshold called the knee point, where wear suddenly cascades. Years of accumulated crusts and fractured particles completely clog the microscopic pores, choking off ion movement. The sudden death of a device is the inevitable result of a system that can no longer move energy through its clogged internal pathways. Engineers fight this decay using a battery management system, or BMS. The BMS acts as an active referee. It monitors real-time data to throttle charging speeds and manage heat before internal chemistry reaches a breaking point. The BMS often prevents the battery from reaching its literal physical limits. It may show you 100% on your screen, while keeping the actual chemistry just below the level where the most severe particle cracking occurs. You can assist the system by avoiding extreme heat and opting for shallow charges. Unplugging at 80% rather than letting it sit at full capacity can significantly delay that final knee point. Engineering and better habits can slow the process down, but they cannot stop it entirely. Ultimately, batteries fade because the very act of moving energy is a slow process of self-destruction.